Hi, this is Lavanya from ITTV Global Media. We are introduced to Image STPI CEO garu. Arjun garu, please introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Lavanya ji. Namaskar. My name is Arjun Sarode. I am the resident mentor at Image Center of Entrepreneurship by STPI. Image stands for Innovation in Multimedia, Animation, Gaming and Entertainment. And just like our name, we support companies in gaming, animation, VFX, computer vision and AI, these 5 domains. We run an accelerator that is a cohort based program of 6 months where we take companies, we make them go through a fast paced, high energy acceleration program of 6 months, at the end of which these companies are able to go out in the market, approach investors, approach corporate partners and grow their business further.
Can we tell about the startups successful in that?
So one of our successful companies from our first cohort is a company called AI Munshi, which is an AI based solution to help companies all across the world to manage their bookkeeping processes better. Another company that I can think about is a company called Banzan Studios, which has its own intellectual property of a character called Babla. They are in the form of a game. They are now reaching to over 2 crores users every day, and they also have their own animated characters and comics. Another company that I can think of is a company called Marcos Gamings, which is an esports gaming company, and very recently one of their teams have won a Pokemon Go championship in India and qualified for the Asian Championships. So these are just some handpicked examples from some of our companies in the past 2 cohorts, but the general trend that we are observing is that almost all the companies that we have accelerated so far have gone on to achieve great accomplishments, have gone on to raise more funds and have gone very fruitful partnerships with the world at large.
What's the most exciting thing happens in gaming modes?
So, like I said, we cater to 5 domains: gaming, animation, VFX, artificial intelligence, and computer vision. So, I'll give you some trends that are more recent and more positive in these domains. So, first of all, on gaming, very recently, Government of India through MeitY has released a new draft proposal, that allows gaming companies in India to self-regulate themselves. See, historically gaming has been ambiguous in terms of its overall good for the society. At least there has been a perception like that. With these new regulations, which will allow the industry to self-regulate in gaming, the purpose of gaming can now become what we call as gaming for good. So essentially gaming will be used for only good purposes, that will not be used for any ill purposes or any purposes that can be detrimental to the society at large. We think this is a very important trend and we are very excited to see what the implications what the positive implications of this trend are going to be for the companies that are going to come to us in the future. In AI, I'm sure everyone has heard of ChatGPT, which is the most recent buzzword in artificial intelligence. And our outlook on this development is that what ChatGPT has done is that it has pushed the boundaries of the perception of what artificial intelligence could do in society and in commercial aspects. And with this development, I think this will give the artificial intelligence industry an even higher impetus to push the boundaries further and come up with innovative solutions that can be of usefulness to the world, to society and to the corporates as well.
What is the most important thing in entrepreneurial could be the make a successful startups?
So I think the most important thing that any entrepreneur could do to make a successful startup is to identify a problem that is worth solving. We've seen in our experience that there are a lot of founders who are coming to us who are not building solutions to problems, rather who are building problems to existing solutions and then trying to rework a solution to that. It is like reinventing the wheel. What we have also seen in our experience is, we accelerated some companies that came to us trying to solve a different problem, but the support that we provided them made them realize that the real problem is something else and they need to what we call as pivot into a new successful business model, and we have seen that those startups are doing really well right now. So once again, what I want to reiterate is, if you are an entrepreneur and you're trying to start a company, identify a problem that is worth solving. Identify a problem which is really making people feel the lack of a solution for that particular problem, whether it is for consumers or whether it is for enterprises. And we have seen sufficiently in our experience that if an entrepreneur is building a solution for a problem that is worth solving, the journey overall gets very easy for them. They're able to find the right partners along the way, they're able to find the right investors along the way, and they're also able to find the right customers along the way.
What advice would you give someone who wants to be an entrepreneur but does not know where to start?
We've seen enough in our experience. We run outreach programs at colleges and universities where we see this question coming across to us very often. My advice to any aspiring entrepreneur who wants to make a startup is just to start with. Don't worry about finding the right team, don't worry about finding the right investors, don't try to solve for problems of the future. Just get started, identify a problem that you can personally relate with, identify something that you think is an inconvenience to you, and start building up for that. Keep going at it. Along the way, you will find people, you will find teammates, you will find partners, you will find investors, and you will find customers who share the vision. If there is a dearth of people who share that vision with you, understand where the gap is and try to solve for that gap. Change your business model, change your offering, pivot your company. That, again, like I was saying in my previous answer, build something that solves for a real problem. I think the key point that I want to make here is that entrepreneurship is a long-term game. Entrepreneurs should not look at, founders should not look at entrepreneurships as a 2-year plan or a 5-year plan. They should look at entrepreneurship as a long-term, as a lifelong plan. And it's like, it's like going to a game of poker. If you stay at the table for long enough, the chips will come back to you. So stay persistent. Don't be in the game of entrepreneurship with the purpose of winning. Stay in the game of entrepreneurship with the purpose of being in the game, and eventually you will win.
What the best way for people to get involved with Image Center of Entrepreneurship?
The best way for people to get involved with us is to go on our website image.stpi.in. You can read about what we offer in our acceleration program. You can read about the financial support that we offer. We offer funding up to 5 lakh rupees to startups. We offer plug and play incubation space. We offer access to mentors. We offer access to investors. Heavily subsidized access to some of the leading conferences in Hyderabad and all over India. Conferences such as India Joy, India Game Developer Conference, VFX Summit, HIC Awards, and as well as conferences and industry events in the rest of the country, where you can go and meet prospective partners, prospective investors, and prospective customers. So the first step is go on our website, again image.stpi.in. We keep on updating the website with our program offerings and when our next cohort is going to start. We are going to start our 3rd cohort in the month of March 2023. And our 4th cohort would be started somewhere around August 2023. So keep an eye on our website. Otherwise, you can always reach out to us through our LinkedIn or Twitter page, or you can email us at imagecoe@stpi.in.
What do you think about the startup ecosystem in your Hyderabad?
The startup ecosystem in Hyderabad is thriving. In fact, I would go on to say that if there is any metro in India right now in 2023 where an entrepreneur can come and make a startup, Hyderabad is that place to be. Hyderabad has a wonderful infrastructure. It has a great culture. It has a lead in the IT sector, in the IT industry already, and especially in the domains that we serve, which is gaming, animation, VFX, artificial intelligence, and computer vision. Hyderabad already has a leading market position in the country of India and also in the rest of the world. Especially in India, some of the biggest gaming companies are set up over here in Hyderabad. Some of the biggest animation and VFX companies and intellectual properties are based over here in Hyderabad. Moreover, for entrepreneurs, there is a immense amount of support that is being provided by the state government. So the state government has launched a policy which is called the Image Policy, which is a policy for the animation, VFX, gaming and comics sector. and this policy offers a lot of incentives to startup founders to come and set up their AVGC businesses in Hyderabad. The policy also offers incentives to women entrepreneurs to come and startups in Hyderabad. So overall, I think Hyderabad is a great place to become an entrepreneur in general, and especially if you are trying to be an entrepreneur in gaming, animation, VFX, AI, and computer vision, then you must definitely consider Hyderabad. And if you are considering Hyderabad, then Image Center of Entrepreneurship is the place to be.
What makes your accelerator different from other accelerators?
That's a great question. So, I think there are a few things that separate us from other accelerators. First of all, we are a sector focused accelerator. So, like I've said before, we focus on accelerating companies that are into gaming, animation, VFX, artificial intelligence, and computer vision, these 5 domains. We are accelerating companies into these 5 domains because we know the subject matter experts in these domains. We have the right mentors, the best mentors in the industry and the best mentors in the country that can help founders to grow their businesses as long as their businesses are into these 5 domains. So, we are not an industry agnostic accelerator. So, we know what are our strengths and we try to give the best benefit of our strengths to the companies that we accelerate. We believe in the companies that we accelerate, and the biggest evidence of our belief in the companies is that we invest in all the companies that we accelerate. There's seed funding worth up to 5 lakh rupees that we invest in each of the companies that come to us for acceleration. We put our skin in the game, and once we are invested in a startup, we give our best shot to make sure that that startup succeeds. The third thing is, because our 2 main pillars are one that of METI and the second is that of the state government of Telangana, we get immense support from the government, and we are able to provide all of this support to the startups that come to us in the form of various government schemes, in the form of various government policies, and in the form of various accesses that the government can help these startups get. The fourth thing is, I've already mentioned a bit about it, is that we have an outstanding mentor pool. So in these sectors that we focus on, we've got the best mentors throughout the country. We've got industry experts, we've got CEOs of unicorn startups, we've got people who have spent decades in IT industries and hold leadership roles at Fortune 500 companies. We've got people from the government, we've got people from policy, and we have tie-ups with the educational and research institutes such as IIIT Hyderabad and IIM Calcutta to help these founders learn more about the ecosystem and help them reach their goals. And the last thing which sets us apart is that because we work so closely with the governments, including the state government of Telangana, we are also a part of developing the ecosystem altogether. So for example, we are working with the state government of Telangana in enhancing the skilling ecosystem in gaming, animation and VFX industries in the state of Telangana. We are working with international universities, we are working with local schools and universities and training institutes in helping redefine the curriculum in making sure that the skill gap is filled and to ensure that appropriate capacity is built for new startups and more companies to come and set up their businesses in the state of Telangana. So in conclusion, I would say that my advice to any aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to associate themselves with any accelerator or who are looking to start their own venture in gaming, animation, VFX, AI and computer vision, to go on our website image.stpi.in and check out our offerings and write to us, and we'll be very happy to answer your questions. Please apply to our Center of Entrepreneurship, and I'm sure you'll succeed along with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, to your very valuable things, valuable words. Thank you so much. Glad to meet you all.
Thank you very much, Lavanya ji. Glad to meet you as well. And I want to also thank ITTV for their coverage for our COE. I greatly appreciate your support in helping us spread the word out for our Center of Entrepreneurship. And we look forward to interacting more with you. All the best.
Like cheyandi, share cheyandi. For more information, subscribe and stay tuned to ITTV.